welcome to the Consistently Rolling Show. I am your girl, Consistence. It has been a long time. And yes, I have missed you guys, but I am here. As you can see, and Lil has took a hiatus for a little while. While he's on his hiatus, we're going to wish him love and blessings and peace and prosperity. But we got to keep this ball rolling. So today I have a new guest, hopefully our host until Lil comes back and sits in his seat. And we're all going to welcome her. Her name is Reality.
Hey,
Reality.
hello.
Welcome. So today we got a mouthful. We got enough.
Yes.
We basically, let's start here. I've been sitting back and I've been listening to all the things that are going on. So our main subject of today, for those how y'all doing Facebook, who've been going back and forth with me, is about Kyrie Irving and Kanye West. The controversy behind it, history, some key points that are important to know. And so we welcome you, Reality, because you have information that you do as far as background of things that you have learned and researched. So we're going to bring that to the forefront of our people that's trying to get to know. Also, with blending, what we do know historically or biblically, and we just going to talk about it. So, how are you?
I'm fine, you.
I'm doing okay. So, how would you like to start this thing?
Now I'm gonna let you start because you got a lot to get on your chest.
All right, so
And
let's
I
just
like the way you
start here.
break down the Bible and stuff. So
So, well, let's just start. Let's just start at the beginning. So
okay.
the first thing that was a controversy was the fact that Kanye West had came out with the Lives Matter shirt.
Mm-hmm.
I know that some of our fellow loved ones had an issue with that, especially when he teamed up with Candace Owens. So nobody, well, it took Riza Islam to actually bring the attention to us that hey, nobody paid attention to that front of that shirt. But when also nobody paid attention to was where the money went or the proceeds or the
Mm-hmm.
profits of the people buying the shirt,
Right.
where it went to. So I want to say the title of this is Black Lives Matter. Really? Like, does it? Because we had a Black Lives Matter movement. Where did that money go to? How much of the community profited off of that movement? How much of the community went and took their time to volunteer to help uplift that community, educate that community, walk with that community, talk with that community, while we were sitting there criticizing Kanye West, which I'm not gonna lie, I saw the White Lives Matter shirt and was like, what the heck is he thinking? You know what I'm saying? But once you follow the money trail, you see that money went to Chicago people of black excellence. Let's put it that way. So then, because nobody understood where Kanye was coming with it with at, he goes to Drink Champs. And while he's talking, I'm going to say this again and again to my people. Kanye West is one of those that's brain is faster than what his mouth can move. That's my thought process. That's how I see it. Some things, a lot of things, I agree with him more than what people would think that I would. I'm not gonna be the only one talking either. So let's get this.
I'm
But
ready to talk because when we're on the phone,
anyway,
we over talk each other. So I'm learning to let you talk. We're not on the phone.
okay. So on Drinks Champ, he makes a statement that people called him, anti, you know,
Mm-hmm.
says that he is a part of the others or the Hebrew tribe. They have a problem with that. But with him saying that, they missed the context personally of what he
Mm-hmm.
was trying to say. This is just my thought process. What I thought or what I got out of what he was saying was, hey, I wish that our community could be like this community because they collaborate together. They don't argue. They don't want one better than the other. They make sure
Mm-hmm.
that all eat. They make sure that all is good because they control everything that, what is the word that I'm trying to use? That we basically work hard to get out of poverty for. That let me put it that way. See, they would call it entertainment. We call it a way to get out and live.
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically how I perceived what he was stating when he said that. So for me, or what disturbed me about that situation was he made a statement, which the last time I checked, this was freedom of speech. He didn't say he hated them. He didn't show that he was a threat of harm to the society or the community. He just made a personal observation and he spoke on it. And I feel like they took everything away from him for that, which to me, that lets all of us know that are the minority that we don't
Mm-hmm.
have freedom of speech.
Yep.
So then, after they show us, because it really didn't have anything to do with Kanye West, it was about the rest of us. We're still in charge. I'm just letting you
Mm-hmm.
know we're still in charge. Um, After they did that, Kyrie Irving gets into the spotlight because he, on his own social platform, just decided to post a pic of something. No caption, no information about it, no, hey, go check this out. Just put it up there. Last time I checked, social media was freedom of speech. I can put whatever I want to up here. I can show, excuse me for saying it like this, I can show my titty if I want to. And you don't, you go research my titty, you don't, you don't. Like, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So he gets in trouble for that. He goes on to say, listen, check this out. I'm not for everything that they talked about. I just put it out there. We are in a world where information is out here rapidly, fast. We can get to it. Hi, people. Thank you for what you did. We can get to it.
Mm-hmm.
And he got backlash. I'm standing on what it is that I'm standing on. I'm sorry that you feel some kind of way. No, excuse me, not even I'm sorry. I apologize that you feel some kind of way because that was not my intention to hurt any sort of community because we're promoting love over this way.
Exactly.
But I just put it out there. So he did that once. He apologized twice. He donated $500,000 to
And
their.
they denied it. Didn't want to take it.
So to me, what happened was they said, "Hey kid, we gotta sit you in timeout so you can think about what you did, okay? 5 games suspended, no pay."
No,
I,
actually it said that uh it's gonna be fired, but it might be more. So
oh,
they
of
might
course.
sit him out.
They want him to go to counseling, see if
Mm-hmm.
he can talk to a person. Kind of sort of the same thing that happened to the first person who did this.
Nick Cannon.
Thank you, ma'am.
Nick Cannon. Yep.
So Before we dive in any further, because we got a lot to unpack. Let's say this. This is nothing against nobody. I love we love every
Yes, I
shade,
do.
creed, creature, critter, everything else. The reason why I am presenting this personally presentation to everyone is because I personally feel like, who are we? What do we have?
When are we gonna stand together?
Not only that, every time that we connect ourselves to something, and this is just from observation, every time we connect ourselves to something, we get backlashed about it. Why can't we know our history? Why can't we know who we are?
In my
Everybody else
opinion,
seems to know with their lineage and their legacy and where country they came from, but not us.
like Ivory said, I know where I came from. So them doing all this stuff to, oh, you need to go counseling. We want you to meet this person so you can learn about the Jewish this and this and this and that. He's telling you, I know where I came from. I don't need y'all to tell me y'all doing all this is not gonna change the way this man feel about where he come from and the history and the knowledge that he had researched and know that this is me and y'all cannot tell me no difference. I don't care what meeting they do. This man know where he came from. Like y'all not gonna change that. Y'all not gonna change his opinion. And then this is the where it comes in at, we are conditioned to not to agree, and since we don't agree we have to fight and make our point. No, we don't have to fight and make our point. Nothing. You have to respect a person's opinion. You might not agree, you might disagree, you might agree. You have to respect that person's opinion. Like, what you gonna do, beat him up? What y'all gonna do, kill him because he's not? No, everybody have a right to their opinion. And that's all, and that's basically what he's saying. And then my thing is too, when we go to work, we have to keep ourselves, we have to act a certain way. So when we act a certain way, you know what I mean? And then we gotta work, we act work. He's not in work. His Instagram is not connected to his business. So why is that when he posts on his social media that y'all have something to say? This is his social media. He's not at work. He's not at a basketball game. He's not at a comfort. So why is y'all have so much to say about what this man's posting? This is his opinion. This is how he's feel.
So here's the thing. We're on their platform. So that's what it is.
But it doesn't matter. Y'all think
It
is it like
shouldn't matter. It
yeah,
should
and it's
not matter. It should not
yeah,
matter. Which gives
exactly.
it back to the question at hand. Do black lives really matter?
Exactly.
Because at the end of the day, we went through that. Black lives matter. No, all lives matter. No, blue lives matter. No, green lives matter. We know that you
Mm-mm.
all matter.
Mhm.
The
But we the
problem is
only
the
one.
problem is
We
we're
the
not
only one.
shown that we matter.
Yeah, we the
So
only one to get mistreated. We the only one to get mistreated, get talked down. Everybody we done got we've been in slavery for years and years and years and years. How
thousands
come we
of
haven't got
years.
our rights? But soon as the other people get doing the pandemic and all that, I ain't gonna say no name, but soon as they get rights. We didn't get our rights yet? Where's our right?
All right, let's
And
bring
then
it
wait a
back. No,
minute.
let's bring it back. Let's bring it back to the biblical times. Okay. I know my people who read the Bible, they have given us this Bible for a specific reason. But in that specific reason, they messed up with a lot of things. So, how can the tribe of Israel he has 12 tribes. Let's start with the story of where it came from. We know the lineage from Adam to Seth, and from Seth to Enoch, and Enoch to Noah, and Noah had three sons: Ham, Shem, Japheth. Ham was the one they produced all over, and Here now we have Abraham. Abraham has Isaac. Isaac has Jacob and Esau, excuse me. Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel because he fought with an angel. That is why his name became Israel. Um, had 12 children. Now, where these people were at, they were people of color. We know this. We're not saying that we're the chosen ones. We're not saying that we're God's children, because technically, how we're taught, we're all God's children.
I was
Don't
just gonna
matter.
say that we all.
We are all God's children.
Mm-hmm.
And all we're trying to do is get accepted just as much as you get accepted.
Exactly.
So if we're going back to the Bible, right? Y'all told us about Jesus, or it's written about Jesus. Jesus is supposed to be the king of the Hebrews, correct?
Mm-hmm.
That's what my Bible say. And they say that Jesus' hair was wool and feet of brass. And hey, the man hid in Egypt to get away from getting killed by King Herod. So, uh, what other pigmentation would he have? What other pigmentation would the Hebrews have? Jesus got crucified for speaking his truth because it wasn't right. Kanye West is getting crucified for speaking his truth because it didn't go with the agenda. So is Kyrie. One day, eventually, we're gonna get it right. See, the difference is we're trying to love,
Mm-hmm.
and we just want to be loved. There's some clips though that Kanye West did say that we can just back up. Would you like to back it up right now?
Oh,
Which one would you like to do?
the one who apologizing.
Okay.
Oh no, 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 go ahead. No. You go ahead. That one. Yep, go ahead.
I talked about the chakras. I talked about Rick Rubin. I talked about the 808.
The chakras is real.
Now, I'm gonna say some anti-Semitic shit. I'ma fuck your bitch. I'ma kill this nigga. 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 That's the real anti-Semitic shit that the Jewish people get paid off of.
I don't know what's this opioid thing, man.
Well, being a crackhead wasn't cool back then. Being a crackhead wasn't cool. Now it seems like they're making it cool to be drinking lean and syrup, and
it's the most dangerous. It's the most dangerous thing that's facing our society.
So why sign an artist that would promote that?
Because I already answered that question. You weren't paying attention. She asked me talent or issues, and I said talent. But I have to. I can't give up on people.
Don't you think that's hypocritical though? You're saying
it's opportunistic. Yeah. I got people to feed. I got a business to run.
You're gonna make Dame Dash take this clip and call you a culture vulture.
Who's Dame Dash?
We want to give a shout out to Corey Drums. Make sure y'all go check out his page just for that information. It's not like what they're saying is not true.
And the fact that like he was just like, it was like he didn't care. Or, oh, I got a family for you. You still can feed your family with positive music. Once upon a time, Queen Latifah and they was making big money. They was popular. No, it was because y'all had a agenda. Like, because my mama used to love KR. What is it? KRS and them.
That's one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like They was popping. Most Def and all of them, like they was popping. That was one of my favorite. Outcast and Most Def. What? I was young, but I know. Like y'all could have made money. Like Lauren Hill, positive. Like who don't love Lauren Hill?
I'm
No,
not coming here to bash no nothing. I just wanted to put a
it's
forefront
just
at the fact of or give light to or be a beacon of light and let us be aware that we definitely need to research more on our history.
yeah, we
If
do.
we're trying to elevate to a higher standard or a higher status quo, we definitely have to learn to forgive. And just like we or they want Kyrie Irving to go to counseling to learn about whatever it is that it needs to be learned about them, I feel like the same should be in return.
Yeah, or everybody else. Yes. hmm And then also with the we were bringing up, forgiveness with the Kanye West. Our black community is going against him because of things he did, like things that he did years ago. Do you know that people grow? You should not be the same person every year. If you the same person every year, it's a problem. You have to grow and be better. We learn from our mistakes. You know what I'm saying? And Kanye, he learned from his mistakes. And people talking like he didn't apologize for this, he didn't apologize for this. Oh, we have a video. He apologized to the for the slavery comment 2 years ago, a long time ago. Like he came back and he apologized, and y'all still stuck on that. Stop being stuck on that and realize this man put everything in jeopardy for us to see the light so we can actually see the truth to actually see the truth. And I'm gonna show y'all a video of him apologizing. Give me 1 second. Mhm. So this is him apologizing.
Okay, I do love the human race, but I always want you to speak for Black people and the betterment of Black people.
One thing is like, I don't know if I properly apologize for how that slave comment made people feel. So I want to take this moment right now to say that I'm sorry for hurting. I'm sorry for the 1-2 effect of the MAGA hat into the slave comment. And I'm sorry for people who felt let down by that moment. And also, I appreciate you guys giving me the opportunity to talk to you about what the way I was thinking and what I was going through and what led me, to that. And I just appreciate you guys holding on to me as a family. And this just proves how much love, and sometimes I think people don't feel the love. And it's
So he apologized. You know what I mean? He also apologized for the George, comment too. And he also said, I realized, like we have to learn. We have to learn. And then also with
I
that,
mean, to be quite honest, we say stupid. Some we say things that are incorrect at times
mm-hmm,
ourselves.
yes.
We don't think about what we're going to say before we say it out of our mouths at times too.
And then also I feel like too, like he said, he didn't really say, he wasn't really trying to say. I think it came out where what he really wanted to say was, I'm questioning what really happened. You know what I mean? Not to say that, oh, it didn't happen. And I feel like everybody, if you should always question something. If something don't feel right or sound right to you, why not question it? It's just like he said, We question so and so murder. We question Biggie murder. We question Tupac murder. We question a lot of people murder. You know what I mean? So why now? Because oh, he's this big famous. Oh, like no, like we should be able to, question. Like that's all he was doing is questioning on how he felt about the situation. That's how I took it. I didn't take it that he was trying to, and also if y'all didn't get it, he said, which I don't know about, like I said, I told you earlier, I don't agree with everything he said. He said he was trying to say that he felt like the police put fentanyl in his and get him fentanyl. He said they hit him with the fentanyl. Okay, so and then I had something else to say about the two and the lady suing and stuff. And he gave the daughter $2 million, and he said it was for her tuition. And then the one guy came out and said you gave her $250, 250,000. Like, he gave that to her. So he gave the daughter 2 million. Y'all decided to split that 2 million into families. You know what I mean? And now the baby mama suing. His original family not even suing. That's just crazy to me. Like that's crazy to me that y'all split that money.
I mean, when you get crucified, they crucify you. They make an example out of you, and we either going to, at the end of the day, it come down to. I'm sorry to say it like this, biblical thing, a biblical scripture. We can't serve two masters,
Mm-hmm.
and so I feel like Kanye West is waking up, just like some of the others was waking up. And they want to
Mm-hmm.
talk, and they want to educate us, and they want to let us know if you get too far, we got to reprimand you because you can't serve two masters. One thing that I can recall vividly right now is Michael Jackson on the what is that? I think it's the Wiz or something when he played the Scarecrow. He was singing a song. You can't win. You can't break even. You can't get out of the game, right? So it's basically saying exactly what when he was saying that the man from Sony was the devil. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How they messed
Mm-hmm.
up his records um and this is how he's gonna get back at them. You know what I'm saying? Check this out. I'm going to go on tour and I'm going to be able to pay them their money and I'm going to check out owning the company. You get what I'm saying? But you said it prior. You can't win. You can't even
Mm-hmm.
break even. Either you in or you out. One thing that I've noticed, and I'm praying that Kanye stand on it, that if he is going to be the sacrifice that he wants to be for God, right, justice, or whatever it is, he don't fold like the rest of them do. Because that'll show
Mm-hmm.
us, hey, we can push forward. We can move forward. There can be a change. And I'm not talking about in the way of, oh, this is black power. No, it's we do need to be heard, absolutely. But it's come on, let's make it fair. Let's
Mm-hmm.
make it fair. We
And
wanna
that's how.
hmm?
Go ahead.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Finish. No, finish. Because I want
No,
to hear what you have to
we
say.
just want to learn. We want to know. We want to grow. I mean, what the my you know what my question is? What are we missing that we can't get accepted?
Exactly.
We can be entertainment. We can be the best workers because I didn't got told that. We the best workers.
Mm-hmm.
We the best builders.
Best
We,
creators.
but we can't be equal. We can't be equal. No, we not the Hebrews. Like we no, you didn't come from Africa. No, you're not a Native American. No, we can't. Why we can't just be equal?
And that was another thing I didn't agree with Kanye about when he said all of us came from Africa. From the research that I've been doing and what I've been looking at, no, we did all didn't come from Africa. We all did not come from Africa. And then from the research I'm looking at, we was everywhere. We was everywhere. We was actually called the Europe. We was the European, but somehow European got turned to something else. Like, you know what I mean? We was known from a lot of the things. Like, we was everywhere. We was not just in Africa. Y'all have to understand that we came from everywhere. It was a woman tribe in California. California is named after a tribe, a black, well, nothing but black women in the village in a tribe, and they was called Californians. So no, we all did not come from Africa. We come from everywhere, everywhere, not just one place. And that's the one thing that uh me growing up now and learning in history, I thought we was from Africa. And now that I'm growing up and I'm learning, no, we all didn't come from Africa.
But see, that lies the problem right there. You gotta think
And then
about.
y'all teaching us lies.
As far because to think about it, as far as we have known, we couldn't read, we couldn't write, or
Hmm.
we couldn't read their
Which
language.
I don't believe we couldn't read or write. I believe that
We
we were
couldn't
speaking
read.
a different language, that we didn't understand the English language.
You got if you even want to get biblical with it, we didn't have to read. We didn't have to write.
Mm. But people, when you get to talking like that, and people that's not open minded and still mind is, they think you're crazy. You say
Problem is
stuff like
we
that.
trying to get back to that.
Yeah,
But we
exactly.
need to
Because
read.
we used to be able to, I could just look at Paulisha. I mean, I could just look at her and she'll know what I'm thinking or saying. I wouldn't have to say it out loud. We could just look at each other like a
And it's
telephone.
an energy,
That's where they got the telephone from.
and it's coming through. And we don't have to worry about freedom of speech because we all know.
Right,
And we don't have to worry about history because we all know. We
right,
won't have to worry about where we came from because we all know. And we won't have to worry about not being included because we all will. So, I
right.
mean, I just felt the need to say something because while my passion was very strong before I got on here, I have to be politically correct. Um, I just want to be included. Like what people don't realize is I understand that this community went through something.
Hmm.
And it's not no greater and it's not no better than what our community had to go through. The thing about it is teach us how to rebuild. Teach us how to grow from past that trauma because they did it. They did it
Exactly.
and they took over. At least that's what we see.
Right.
For some of us, we trying to figure out exactly who we are and where we came from. And it's not just from a ancestral big perspective. It's just a bit in the household. Remember, a lot of us got our dads kicked out the house. Like,
Mm.
who is he? Where did we come from? So when I see somebody like Kyrie sitting up there like Hebrews to Negroes. Yeah, it piques my interest. What does that mean?
Right.
Y'all get you the ones who gave us the Bible and let us know that Jesus was a Hebrew. You the one gave us the Bible and told us that he was coming back. You the one gave us the Bible and told us that his hair was wool and feet of clay. I got that. So he got to be part of me. So if that's not true, then where did I come from?
But
Teach me
then,
how to get past this. Teach me how to profit like you do.
exactly. But then you say you told us that he come from us. You can look at the when they in a church and they got their little statue, how they statue, and it crazed me. I remember when I want to say, like, was it last year or the year before? I mean, maybe it was 2020 when it was like a family. It was with the yellow. They had the yellow on. They had the Jesus with the white man and tied up with the sick hair. I'm not gonna lie, it pissed me off. But for our pictures everywhere, God is white, God is this, God is that. But if you look at their God, no. I'm not even getting to that. I'm just saying. But if you look at their God that they have displayed in their church, he's a black man with
I
blue
don't care
hair.
what color.
I know. I understand. I'm just saying.
I just want to be included.
I'm just saying.
I
Like,
just want to be loved. I just want to know.
there is something there. Like, you have to look, like, read between the lines. It's something there. And a lot of things was like, when I first started this, I remember Buster used to tell me, like, they tell us the truth. They can't lie to us. They tell us the truth. It's in our face. It's right there. We can look everything up because it's right there. They cannot lie to us. It's up to us to go do that research, us to go read, us to ask the questions, us to, to say, that's interesting. I need to go look and see why is that? You know what I mean? And it's not being, uh, I'm I'm better. Or, I'm not even saying it. It's just the point that we see things, but now because this word, we can't say how we feel or what we see, what we point out because it's a anti. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's and
But
I feel
then
like that word. I feel like that word was discovered.
okay, so like I said, I've been listening to a lot of scholars, and you've done a lot of research, and we've come to realize that they can call us all kinds of crispity, crunchy, blah blah blah, and no repercussions.
Exactly.
How about
Hmm.
the post that the man put up there came from a website of a person who is not of? I mean, Jeff Bezos got it up there. Like I don't understand why he not getting no repercussions from it.
Yeah,
It's okay for us.
and it's still on here. No matter
It's okay for us to have the truth, but it's not okay for
us to speak it.
person in charge to go express it to the masses. You remember that we couldn't learn, like I said, like I was going back to that point, we couldn't read, we couldn't write.
Hmm.
What was it? If you didn't want to know something, you put it in a book.
Hmm. Yeah, because they say we don't like to read. So, but when you get to reading, baby, when you get to go, you don't even and now how social media and stuff, you don't even have to go read. You can just go watch something and it'll tell you. But I will tell you this. Like because I watch something don't mean I believe everything. I take everything with a grain of salt. And then I go do my own research. You have to do your own research. You just even though we sitting here telling you something, don't take what I say and be like, well, reality said this. You know what I mean? No, she researched. Like, no, do your own research so you will know that I know what I'm talking about and I seen it from my own eyes. And this is just what it is. Like, it's a lot of corruption, a lot of fraud, a lot of everything is going on, and it's happening right in our eyes and looking in our face. And we but a lot of y'all don't see it. Like it's happening. And I don't know if it's because I was going through a spiritual journey. Like I felt something wasn't right. You know what I mean?
We want to put it on again. I gotta put my biblical spin. At the end of the day, it's a book that is supposed to be the oldest book of man, and it states that all will know.
Yeah.
And if y'all want to call it God, if y'all want to call it the universe, if y'all want to call it the great divine, the source, however you want to place it, at this point in time, it's moving.
Mm-hmm.
and it's moving by a great mass. And if I'm sick and tired of how reality is at this point, I'm pretty sure it's tired as well. So it's got to change. And in order to change, we got to talk about this.
Yeah.
And in order for change, it's got to be things that pique our interest or have our blood boiling, or hey, we got to have a discussion.
Yeah.
Hold on, family. We got to have a family meeting. It's got to be there for us to sit down and do what we doing right now. It had to be Kanye West going through the thing of not being freedom. This is a free country. We're supposed to have a freedom of speech, no matter who you are. That had to happen for me and you to have to sit down and have this conversation, or
Mm-hmm.
for Billy Carson to have this conversation, or
Mm-hmm.
people who watch Black Magic 363 to have this conversation, or wherever you go to have this conversation. I'm pretty sure every household has some kind of conversation, whether it be we agreed or not. It was a conversation, and that's
Mm-hmm.
because it's real. God, universe, the great divine source, however you want to call it, it was written. In the beginning was the word, and the word was God. And all in the end, all will know. And it's coming out by
Yeah.
the masses.
Mm-hmm.
This power, or let's put it this way, this devil is losing his power.
Mm-hmm.
Knows it has no more control. It's going erratic. It's doing whatever it can do to
To
keep
keep a
a
hold.
hold of the little bit of control that it thinks it has.
Mm-hmm.
And so therefore we're going to, oh my goodness, we're gonna spike this, just spike this money up. We got we're gonna spike these bills up. We got famine in the land. We got confusion going on. Forget
Mm-hmm.
who y'all know. Oh no, y'all can't know this. Oh, I don't. No, it's just anything to keep a great distraction. So the question is, what are you trying to distract us from? You're losing
Yeah. The stuff from Haiti,
at the end of.
Ukraine. Did you see that? No, did you see that? It just came out, I want to say last week. You know, when Putin, they were saying that it was labs in Ukraine, right?
Mm-hmm.
They said, and then Biden came and said, "Oh no, we don't got no labs there." So Putin just blasted them on some stuff. So why they had to backpedal and confirm and say they had like 47 labs in Ukraine. So why do United States have labs in Ukraine?
How about
Facts.
how about if you do some research? I don't know what Putin is trying to do. But I'm
Because he's
kind of
blasting a
glad
lot of stuff.
that he's ruffling feathers. Because
Yeah.
check this out. Do you know that there's a treaty that all the world leaders came together years ago stating that we cannot go to Antarctica. So that treaty is almost up. Do you
Mm.
know that Putin is like, forget that treaty. I'm going anyway. So there's been videos of different things that's been being
Mm.
revealed. Please go research this stuff for yourself.
Yeah.
Don't just take our word for face value.
And with the
When I say
Haiti situation
that this
too.
God or this person or this devil that thinks it's in control is losing its power, it's going
Yes, it is.
crazy, and it's distracting us from the Kanye West and the Kyrie Irving. That's just a talking point for us to have. But it is a great
Hmm.
distraction from what is really going on. Y'all need
Yeah,
to
that's
see
true.
who is really trying to have control and who is
Yeah.
really trying to be in power, who is really giving y'all this information about the famine and about this and about that. And the only thing that I didn't care for is my people, my pro black people, my in love people. We the ones who tear us down the most.
No, yes. And then speaking of, you said the family and all that and stuff like that. Do more research too on Haiti. They making it seem like Haiti is the problem, this and this and that. No, Haitis don't want help from us no more because we've been taking advantage of them. We've been taking advantage of them people, and they over there famine. They are so poor. They are one of the poorest countries right now because France. and USS are being greedy, and they don't want us. And they also, I watched the video. It was a man talking. He was saying that it's a lot of gun violence out there because that our government dropped guns in there, just like how they say, so allegedly that they dropped the guns in our neighborhoods and the crack and all that in our neighborhood. They did them the same way.
So
So
I've noticed that there's a repetitive cycle.
mm-hmm,
Okay, I'm noticing this. So if I want to go back to biblical time and the Hebrews that were slaves and Egypt and da 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 da, Egypt was saying they growing too much, and they growing too much. That means they gonna end up taking over
mm-hmm,
and being in charge and in control of us. This is Egypt now. No, and so Egypt, this how Moses came about in the first place.
mm-hmm.
Okay. So they're saying like we gonna have to start killing these firstborn men because like we can't have them like trying to take over our empire. This is basically biblical writing. This
Mm-hmm.
again, this is how Moses came along. So if you look at the pattern, history repeats itself, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
No, y'all didn't kill the firstborn, but we had abortions, we had the crack epidemic or pandemic,
Mm-hmm.
we had the gun violence, and we're gonna put them in the lowest of poverty. Hold on. I'm gonna give you all this money, take care of you and your kids. Get daddy up out of here. So we're not doing nothing but repeating the same thing. So we can't blame one nobody but ourselves. Because think about it, we've been doing this for
Mm-hmm.
years. Slavery been
Because we've
going on
been
for years.
allowing it. Because we've been allowing it, and it's
So the
time for us
only
to
thing
wake up.
that we ain't doing that should have changed is the same thing. This is why I'm telling you. This is why Jesus got crucified because he spoke his truth. Hey, it's about love, and I understand that we don't want to live in the turn the other cheek thing because we tired of that at this point. But in a sense, I kind of understand. Hey, my brother, I'm going to love you regardless of how you feel. And I'm going to love you so much that I don't have to be around you. Honestly,
Exactly. I love you from a distance.
wish you well. You're not
Mm-hmm.
on our movement, then fine. And if we get like that, eventually we'll love another enough that we won't see color, creed, or anything else because you're a part of me and I'm a part of you.
Yeah, but
That's the only
big
thing
topic.
I don't like that was ushered in when it came to the Trump movement. Nothing. Now I agree with some of the things that Trump was trying to bring in, but that was one of the things, and I don't really even believe he was promoting that. But because you know what I'm saying,
The
I'm going to be
media.
the masses may want. So you know what I'm saying. I don't
Mm-hmm.
even think when Kanye West was the Make America Great Again had anything to do with that, but because it was promoted with that standard, that is just how it went. Because if you want to be honest, and we're going to make America great again, you got to go with the people who created and made America what it was in the first place. On the backs of who?
Exactly.
And if we want to make America great again, when was it great? When it was in its natural habitat? When we
Right.
were living in the land with the animals, with the spirit, when it was
Right.
very natural. So yeah, I'm with it. Let's make America great again. Let's make America better. Let's get
Then
back to habitat of love.
my thing is too though, if even if he was with Trump or whatever, that's his opinion. Because why? Because he's a celebrity and y'all hold him up in his pedestal. That's your fault that you hold this man, because he's even, yeah, he's a celebrity, but he's still a person. He's still a human. He still
God.
has feelings. So because you hold this person on a pedestal and you feel like he should agree with you, and because he don't agree with you, oh, I'm gonna put you down. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say that. Even if he did, that's his belief and his opinion. He wanted to rock with Trump. That's none of our business. And that's another thing we have to learn. We have to learn to mind our business. Mind our business. Celebrity or not, mind your business. Because let's be honest, they only put out what they want us to know. They don't put out the whole story. We don't know everything that's going on, and we sitting out here paying, investigating like we the motherfucking FBI. We not trying to this and no. Even this is out of the subject, but even with the Megan and Tory situation, everybody this and this and this and that, trying to figure, we was not there. Even when they was calling Kanye crazy about this shirt, I knew exactly. I didn't even have to see the front of the shirt. I already knew exactly what he was talking about. I knew as soon as I seen the shirt, I tried to explain to my mom, like, that's not what you think it is. And then when the front shirt, I said, I was right on the money. I already knew what it was. And then all y'all go mad up on the outrage, knowing if you read the front of the page, and then the media is they put out a storyline for us to go crazy and act crazy. They didn't even put the front of what the shirt said, because if y'all would have seen the front of the shirt, a lot of y'all wouldn't even nut up and went crazy and acted the way y'all did. And now
So
that
it was
hold on
one
one second,
thing.
wait. And
Mhm.
then now y'all see how they did him. This is the reason why white lives matter. And that's the reason why his point right there, the way they doing him and Kylie. It is right there. It's showing you right there. This is why white lives matters. Because they are the power. That's why. They have the power. Go ahead.
I forgot what I was about to.
But for real, like they have the power. Like media is like something else. Like, and
Oh, yeah,
then
that's what I was about to say.
okay.
At the end of the day, like I keep saying, it's a great distraction. It's a fear monger.
Mm-hmm.
Like I stopped watching the news a long time ago because it was
Yes.
nothing but killing, bad weather. The person stole. Oh yeah, and this person turned 100 years old, and this is a little bit good news. And killing this person. Like I
Yeah,
don't
but
really care
then
about that.
they not reporting what's really going on. Like, let's talk about it. They not reporting what we really need to know about nothing. Like, we have to find out. We finding out it's people. You know the
We
best thing
telling each
about
other.
YouTube. This the best thing about
We're telling each other.
yeah. This the best thing about YouTube. There are people that wanted to be a journalist or wanted to be a journalist, and I guess they're realizing they can't talk about what they want to talk about. They don't want to be in control. So what they are doing is making a YouTube channel, and they are going to investigate themselves. You know how many videos I done watch where these people it is people that's on the ground in Ukraine that is just to get the information to let us know, like, no, the story that the rest of the media is telling y'all is not it. People going to Haiti, talking to the Haiti people. If you sit there and listen to these people talk and tell their side of the story, it's not what our media is telling us. They telling us lies and telling us this and this and this and that. Oh, the Haiti got nothing but gangs and this and that. No, Haitis are protesting because they want you out. They want you out. They don't want our dark. They don't want our government. They are trying to force our government on them. They don't want that. They want to
Well,
elevate. They
we've
want to
been talking
elevate.
about a new world order, a one world order
And they
for
not
what?
telling you that, nothing. They're not telling you that in any day now, United States will be invading Haiti. Any day now, because they trying to push our government on these people.
Yeah, the queen
Because
not here no more, so
to just take all they earth, all they resources, and taking it and not paying them, just like how we go to Russia and we pay for their gas, and because we can't go to Russia and be like, well, in prison snatches. This our, you know what I mean? This mine's now. They can't do Russian like that because Russian gonna fight. So they can do Haiti like that because they don't have the power to fight. They do the poor countries like this because they don't have the power to fight. And we have to come together and stand together, not just for our country, but for every other country. We have to come together. We have to come together, y'all. Like, that's just what it is. Like, it's time to do research, learn. Like, that's all I do is research, learn. Because I want to know everything. If my mama knew, my husband don't know, I'm going to put them on game. Because this is what's going on in the world right now. With the media, I was saying, with the media, like, when Kanye said they own everything. They own everything. When I say they own everything, look up BlackRock, look up Vanguard, and you will see that this company, them two companies, they into every media you watch on the news, from YouTube, from Hulu, from Fox, NBC, everything, Google, everything from the food that we eat. You would think like, oh, they got Pepsi and Coca-Cola. You know what I mean? Like, it's from our food,
One thing
jails,
that
private jails.
I listened to Billy Carson last night. That's that link that I sent you yesterday. And he made a valid point. These people pay good money for what they want. Okay.
You say people
They
what?
pay good money for what they want.
Mm-hmm.
They go to the top researchers, whatever it is that they need to get the power of control of the. I mean, let's talk down to the minute of I'm just going to go shopping and I just need one thing, and you come out there with 10 things. They know exactly the mind control. The devil has been here for millions of years, not thousands of people, not 6,000 people, not 10 millions of years. They got a PhD in human people.
Mm-hmm.
Put it
They
that way.
got what is it?
And
Psychology.
the problem is not the idiot box is a blessing and a curse.
Mm-hmm.
It's a blessing because it's information, but it's a curse because our brains have become dumber and dumber.
Mm-hmm. They said this is the dumbest generation we ever had. The dumbest generation we ever had.
It's time to change the game. If we going to ascend, if we going to heaven, if we going to a better world, the world is going to change. We got to do better.
Mm-hmm. We got to heal. We got to learn how to heal. That's the key. That's the truth. That's the key right there. Once we all heal, like I'm telling you, like on this spiritual journey, I've been healing. You feel me? I've been learning. Like, it's time to heal. Let go. Don't forget, but let go and love. That's all it's all about. We all got to come together. I don't care what race you are. We all have to come together and work together. And once we work together, what was that? I remember we was talking on the phone. Remember when you was saying it was a script in the Bible when God said that they are getting too smart to be
Oh,
working
it was the
together.
Tower of before was it before? Yeah, it was the Tower of Babel when he said that they had to destroy the language because they were building a tower. So he said we got to destroy this because they becoming too much. They gonna come in and excuse my French, but they gonna come and fuck up the heaven if they make this. Because they was trying to build a tower. Like, if it's a flood to come again, blah, blah, blah. But them people were intelligent. In the time of Noah, you got to think about it from Adam. Adam lived to, let's put it this way, from the time that Adam left the garden to the time of death, as we know it, is like 900 and something years. So they had the freshest of fruit. the freshest of water, the freshest of air. So the man
Mm-hmm.
was smart. You get what I'm saying? Very smart. The stuff that we doing, I feel like is nothing.
At
If we
all.
look at the hieroglyphics of the Egyptians, they were smart. And they
Mm-hmm.
were and they had no problem with working with their hands.
And then you would come and find out the truth that, oh, so and so wasn't the first one to make the airplane. So and so wasn't the first to make a tank, because when you look at the hieroglyphics on the wall, they
That's right.
got helicopter tank. They got all the stuff that we have now. We have now.
So some kind of way, I want to say that we all got amnesia. It's not just our race. It's just not. Like I said, the the devil has been here for millions of years, so it has learned humans backwards and forwards. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been able to persuade Eve to eat a fruit because it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? That looks tasty. You'll be like God if you eat that. It wouldn't have been able to persuade Eve to do that, to
Right.
cause whatever it caused, or at least that's what they say. So I feel like we are at this point, at this stage, as you would call us, the dumbest generation. We're just lost because we've lost every part of identity. And I'm not just talking about us, because while
Yeah.
y'all fighting for what y'all fighting for, y'all we don't know what y'all don't know what y'all are either.
Yeah.
And we all trying to
Exactly.
figure out where we came from at the end of the day.
Exactly.
And so
Exactly.
if we all have that same agenda, oh, we God's people, oh no, we God's people, oh no, God ain't said nothing to nobody in a physical sense yet. It's no, it's you. No, we ain't
Right.
seen God to tell us
So
that.
all we know is we are his children. That's all we know. And that's how we got to stop dividing each other. That's that, you know what I mean?
And
Yeah.
that's my point.
And then my thing is too, like, yeah, we point out, certain things because we see things, you know what I mean? Of course we talk about things, but that don't mean that, because I'm talking about this and I'm pointing it out, we want y'all to see like what y'all do to us, and then we can move forward. Stop
And
doing,
it's not even about doing what y'all do to us.
no, it's what
I
they do,
just
because there's a lot of stuff
for
that
me,
be
I get that, but for me, the point for me, the point of Black Lives Matter was until y'all include me, no, all lives don't matter.
yeah, but for them to include us, they have to treat us with respect. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? You have to treat us with respect. And a lot of them, yes, a lot of them, they do treat us with respect, but there's a lot of them that don't treat us with respect. And that's what I'm saying. Like, if we gonna be including us being respectful, you know what I mean? And we all have to be respectful to one another and love one another, and just allow. And then another thing is, like, people call it
I
kind
mean,
of crazy. You have to learn. When y'all call people calling them crazy, y'all have to let people, because you have to let people be them, because it's not what you like or what you think is, oh, that's person, oh, she's weird. Like, we be quick to say a person weird because we don't understand. We have to stop doing that, because if you ask them, they'll break it down to you and you probably will understand. You know what I mean? Instead of judging. We so quick to judge. You know what I mean?
I don't want it just be on one group of people, because at the end of the day, it's a lot of stuff that we
No,
do.
I'm talking about, when I say all that, I'm talking about
I
all of
know.
us as a whole. All
I
of
just
us
want
as
to
a
get back
whole.
to what because we're ignorant to, and I will say that,
Yeah.
because we are ignorant to who we are, what power we possess, whose we are. Um, we're ignorant,
Mm-hmm.
and because of that, and because of we all got a trauma with
Yep.
us that is so deep that at the end of the day, I said this on a podcast once before, like, my kids, and which I'm grateful for, didn't get to see Black history like I saw Black history.
Right.
So Black history for me, when they got my man like Kanye West and Kyrie Irving with their backs against the wall, pisses me off for my ancestors. Cause I done seen them like this. Because of my Black
Exactly.
history.
And I feel like, oh, that's just showing us that, oh, let me put the, you
And when
know,
I
tighten it
see
up, tighten it back up.
when I see my fellow Black brother who didn't take the time to even educate himself enough to see what he was talking about, be the house Negro, just because, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got to take accountability too. Like, what happened to us uplifting each other? Hold your head up, stick your chest out. It's okay, brush it off. Don't nobody know what that man or those men's demons are that they deal with, and yet they still trying to be out here on the forefront for what they feel is truth. Like, we got to do better. We got to do better as a whole human race, because it's not Black, it's not white, it's not anti, it's not. It's we all on this planet. We all
Exactly.
dealing. We all have some type of insecurities. We all have some type of struggles to deal with. Some more than others. And I'm not talking about financially. Everybody got a story on this planet. Everybody got a sorrow on this planet. Everybody got a hurt on this planet. Everybody got an anger on this planet. Everybody. And we just gotta come together. Like, we just have to learn how to be there for one another, love each other, let God come back and be God, so that we can just be who we need to be with God. And on that note, is there anything else that you want to say so we can close out?
You know, I wanted to show like this one video I wanted y'all to because you know we didn't touch on the part you know, Kanye saying that our music is you know, is making our generation go down, you know, just the, you know, the killing, you know, all that, and he was saying that the music influenced, you know, all this bad stuff that's going on. I wanted to show this video, just, you know, how y'all think about some things, you know. And it was a one part that he said that caught me when he said everybody's in cahoots.
Okay.
Everybody's in cahoots. So hold on one second. Give me 1 second, y'all.
A rapper from Migos died, I just wanted to go ahead and make a video about something I have a unique experience in. So I directed a bunch of rappers, people like Gucci Mane, Snoop Dogg, you know, Lil Yachty, the list goes on and on and on, okay? I learned a lot of things, and I have left the industry largely over my political beliefs, but there is something I want to impart to people to hopefully, you know, make some sort of change happen. So I have a challenge to rappers, and I know some of you still follow me. I know a bunch of the celebrity blogs still follow me from trying to get news from music videos and things like that. So here's the truth. The truth is this: a bunch of young Black male rappers keep dying. You know who's not dying? Record executives, the record executives that push for them to continue to make songs and create a culture that is obsessed with death, drugs, and sex, period. The industry is obsessed with it, but those record executives, they're not dying because they don't push this culture on their own people, but they're encouraging you to push it on yours, and they're paying you handsomely to do it. The reality is, I know a lot of you are good people, you're family guys. You're not the image that you put out there to the world. Why? Why don't you be the example? Stand up. I challenge you. Be the example. Make music about the culture you want to see. Don't just get online today and talk about how, you know, whenever a rapper makes it, His own people take him down. Don't just make those videos. Don't be sad. Don't rest in peace. None of that stuff. Be the change you want to see. Inspire it in your community. Reach out to other rappers and say, we have to stop. We're being used. You've been used for a long time. You know, they create this paradigm to make you believe that you're so important and your celebrity status is worth so much, but in truth, you're a pawn in their game and you always have been. The government has wanted to hold down communities of people in different ways through different methods for a very long time. Their method in the Black community has been to use entertainment to create a culture obsessed with death, drugs, sex, and money so that they could create a false paradigm of what happiness and what success really was. And in doing so, they created a world that also made people more dependent on government. And as a result, gave themselves more power. The record.
Stop on that part, but yeah, I'm gonna stop on that part. But my last thing I'm gonna say is with him saying that, you know, the government, they all in cahoots. Like, what are we going to do you know, we have to change. We have to change the way we do things. Because it's crazy to me, you know what I mean? Like, we are so blind that we are allowing this stuff to happen. So I'm gonna just end that with that. Y'all, it's time for us to heal, love, and come together, work together. And if we work together, we can do so much. So peace, love y'all. Sending nothing but love and energy.
Coming and joining us on this podcast. We want you guys to just take some time to think about everything that we have discussed. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Again, this is just an eye opening for the whole world. We want to again thank Reality for coming, and y'all have a good night.